When you look in the mirror in the morning, what do you see? Do you see yourself as the broken, incomplete version of yourself? Or do you see yourself as the version of yourself who stuck to their word, did everything you said you were going to do, and now you're complete? Complete means something different to everybody because everybody's journey is different. But when you're looking at yourself, are you only seeing your flaws, or are you able to see your potential? What you could be if you don't give up. It's really easy to always focus on the bad parts of life and to overlook what we are able to do if we just keep trying. It's easy to want to give up. It's easy to sit and look at your situation and be unhappy and just want to stay there. Because when you're unhappy, it's really difficult to see how things could be better. It's really difficult to stay focused on what you're aiming for. It's really easy to get wrapped up in whatever you're going through at the moment. But you have to remember that it's important to just push through and keep going. Because if you don't, then it's never going to get better. There has to be a point for all of us where we're tired of being tired of being angry every day, tired of being sad, tired of being let down. And then at that point, you have to make a decision. Are you going to just keep going through the motions, or are you going to go harder to get what it is you say you want? I know it might seem like the world is ending and you're never going to get there, but you have to find a way to look through all of that and just keep going. I know it's easier said than done, but what other choice is there? You could quit, but if you quit, then you're for sure not going to get to where you want to be. So why quit? Whatever it is you see when you look in the mirror every day, whether it's good or bad, I want you to ask yourself, are you satisfied with that? Are you satisfied with being unsatisfied? Or on the flip side, are you satisfied with seeing the potential? It gets exhausting sometimes having to find a way to be strong every day. It gets exhausting having to always try to find the positive in every situation. But what's the alternative? I know it's easy to get discouraged when you look at other people because it seems like everybody else has it all figured out. And it's easy to sit and wonder to yourself, how come everybody else can figure it out, but I can't? But it's important to keep in mind, we're all on our own journeys, and you never know what anybody else has going on. You don't know what anybody had to do to get where they are, and you don't know what they have going on behind the scenes. People show you what they want to show you. Nobody's going to sit and show you all the hardships they're experiencing. They're only going to show you the finished product. They're going to show you all the high points. But like, most people are not showing you the low points. They're not showing you when they're struggling. They're not showing you when they run into challenges and what they had to do to overcome the challenges. They just want you to see them at their best. Don't allow yourself to be fooled by people who try to make it seem like everything is good all the time, or people who talk like everything is good all the time. Because you have to remember that talk is cheap, and people will say anything to make themselves seem higher than what they are, because people like to feel superior to others. They like to make it seem like they have something figured out and you don't. But the truth is, everybody out here is just figuring it out day by day, no matter what anybody says to you. We're all taking life one day at a time. We're all figuring things out as we go. And sure, some people may have more experience than others in certain areas, but they don't know everything. They run into challenges too. They may not show you. They may not tell you that they cry themselves to sleep every night. They may not tell you that they're having financial difficulties or their business is about to get shut down or whatever the case is. They may not tell you they got scammed out of some money, whatever. But the truth is, things like that are happening every day. You just don't see it. You see the final product. And when you see the final product, it makes you think that you are doing something wrong when you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing things the same as everybody else. It's just that everybody else is hiding their hardship and you're experiencing your hardship. So you think that things are harder for you, but really you're just human. So I'm going to ask you again, when you look in the mirror every day, who do you see? Whoever it is you see, you have to learn how to accept them as they are. Don't wish you were somebody else. Don't wish things were different. Just keep working at it. We have to learn how to love ourselves at whatever stage we're in and just accept where it is that you are at the moment. It doesn't have to be permanent, but it's what you have at the moment. So instead of looking at yourself every day and being unsatisfied, try to practice gratitude for what it is you do have at the moment. What you have at the moment doesn't have to be all you ever have, but it is what you have right now. And if you can't be grateful for what you have right now, how can you want more? When you get more, you're not going to be able to appreciate it because you haven't learned how to be grateful for what you have now. You can't say that you're going to learn gratitude after you get things, because that means that you aren't grateful right now. And truth be told, right now, you have more than somebody else. And that may not mean anything to you, but it actually means a lot in the grand scheme of things. You never know what anybody else is going through. You never know what anybody else has to go without. So you have to learn how to count your blessings in the moment. It may not always feel good because you may not have everything you want, but I'm willing to bet that you have a lot of the things you need. And it's important to be appreciative of that because it could be gone at any moment. Things could change at any moment. So I know it's hard when you're trying to push through, but you have to remember, just accept the person you see in the mirror. The person looking back at you when you look at your reflection needs you to accept them. They need you to be satisfied in the moment. I'm not saying to not strive for anything more, but learn how to love yourself more. Just keep going. I know you're tired, but just push through anyway.